India has to grow at 10%, the railway network needs to grow at 15 to 20% annually. Reason: a single 200-kilometer high-speed railroad can add $20 billion to India's economy annually.
That being a fact, by linking producers and consumers across the nation, it can leverage geographical advantage, creating an efficient division of production and providing the means to expand economics of scale and scope.
In other words, to make in India, efficient rail transport becomes necessary, raising growth in poor and isolated districts. By making intercity travel economical, the railways helps lay foundation for service industries and tourism.
Undeniably, every kilometer of new railway track can also create 100 jobs. To justify such an argument, a comparison indeed helps. For example, China has completed constructing a high-speed rail network of about 11,000 route kilometers in 2014, far exceeding the high-speed railway network in any other country.
Interestingly, all this had been built at a typical infrastructure unit cost of about $17 to $21 million per kilometer, as against $25 to $35 million per kilometer in Europe.
China's accomplishment relied on clear lines of responsibility, a strong technical capacity and large economics of scale, while incurring high railway debt. In that backdrop, India's proposal of modernization of railways is a welcome move.
That too, in the wake of worsening operating ratio of 93.5%, slowing revenue growth and rising costs. In other words, the Indian Railways finds itself fiscally constrained in making necessary investments.
Of nearly 340 capacity enhancement and modernization projects worth rupees 1,72,934 crore of investment, government could allocate just rupees 10,000 crore of funds each year.
What are the options left before the government ahead of budget session to realize its dream to give greater push to growth rate through railway reforms? Many experts feel a three-pronged strategy becomes necessary for Narendra Modi government to consider. They are: a massive reconstruction program should be launched immediately to incorporate new lines, high-speed rail and freight corridors separating long-haul and suburban networks.
The railway finances need to be fixed through public investment, market borrowings and private investments. And the last but not the least, the railways need to be reconstructed from the bottom up, improving investment planning and project execution while ramping up safety.
For example, look at India's railway map. Traffic flowing on existing routes are highly uneven and imbalanced. Lines connecting the four major metros constitute less than 16% of the total route but account for the majority of the passenger and freight traffic, with most lines having crossed 100% utilization. Hence, we need to create capacity ahead of demand.
For this, the public-private partnerships model could be offered on new lines to the private sector, with the government providing viability gap funding using existing schemes and adding SOPs, like the development of real estate and railway stations and conversion of spare land into commercial developments. In return, the private sector can help redevelop up to 50 railway stations through projects worth 50,000 crores over the next 3 years.
Providing world-class signaling and train protection systems would go a long way in increasing throughput and improving safety. Investing in automatic block signaling and using GSM-based mobile train control communication systems would lead to a line capacity increase of 30% for a cost of rupees 25,000 crore, with improved revenue generation paying for the expenditure.
Thus far, the government's decision to give a push for modernization of the sector harbors immense potential for reform. The Railway Minister's empowerment of zonal railway heads should be utilized for furthering operational and financial growth while bolstering accountability. News Desk, Mango News.
आए दिन आंदोलन करने की मास्टरी है, उनको वो काम दीजिए। हमारी मास्टरी अच्छी सरकार चलाने में है, हमें वो काम दीजिए।